Fuel cells. It is an electrochemical device that converts readily available fuel oxidant system into electrical energy through the electrochemical process. It functions similar to a galvanic cell. In a galvanic cell, there is an anode where oxidation of the metal takes place. At the cathode, reduction of the electrons occur. During this redox reaction, electrical energy is produced. In a fuel cell also, there is an anode and a cathode. At the anode electrode, fuel is supplied. At the cathode electrode, oxygen gas is supplied. Between the electrodes, there is an electrolyte. The combustion of the fuel produces electrical energy. Methanol oxygen fuel cell. Methanol oxygen fuel cell, it contains two carbon electrodes, both anode and cathode. They are made up of porous carbon electrodes. The difference in the anode and cathode electrode is anode electrode is coated with platinum catalyst and silver is coated on the cathode electrode. The electrolyte is an aqueous solution of sulfuric acid. So this is anode electrode, cathode electrode. Between the two electrodes, there is electrolyte sulfuric acid. Methanol is supplied from the anode. Oxygen gas is supplied from the cathode. The combustion of the fuel produces electrical energy which is taken in the external load. The products of combustion are removed from the bottom, carbon dioxide and water. The working process involves the supply of methanol gas at the anode and oxygen gas at the cathode. Oxygen diffusing at the cathode electrode is reduced to hydroxyl ions. These hydroxyl ions react with the methanol supplied at the anode to form carbon dioxide, water, and releasing the electrons. These electrons are taken to the external power supply. If you see the electrode reactions, at the anode, oxidation of the methanol takes place. Methanol reacts with hydroxyl ions to form carbon dioxide, water, and releasing the electrons. At the cathode, the reduction of the oxygen takes place. Oxygen ion reacts with the water and electrons released at the anode to form hydroxyl ions. In the overall reaction, the hydroxyl ions will cancel, water and electrons will cancel. So the combustion of the methanol plus 3 by 2 O2 gives carbon dioxide and 2 H2O. Now the advantages of fuel cells. In the fuel cell, the complete fuel is converted into electrical energy, hence high efficiency in the energy conversion process. Like secondary batteries, recharging is not required in the fuel cells. The byproducts which are formed during the reaction, carbon dioxide and water, they are not harmful. And there is no moving parts, hence the fuel cells operates silently. There is no noise pollution. Another fuel cell, solid oxide fuel cell. These solid oxide fuel cells are characterized by the use of solid oxide material as the electrolyte. In the methanol oxygen fuel cell, aqueous solution of sulfuric acid is used as the electrolyte. In solid oxide fuel cell, solid oxide is used as the electrolyte. The anode material is nickel doped with zirconium oxide, ZrO2. Cathode material is strontium doped with lanthanum manganate, LaMnO3. Electrolyte is yttria doped with zirconia, yttria is Y2O3, zirconia is ZrO2. The oxidant used is air or oxygen. The fuel can be hydrogen or carbon monoxide gas. The temperature maintained is from 500 to 1000 degrees. The reactions are anode, the oxygen gas supplied at the cathode is reduced to O2 minus ions. O2 minus ions. These O2 minus ions reacts with the hydrogen gas supplied at the anode, forms water, releasing the electrons. The oxygen gas is reduced to O2 minus ions at the cathode. The O2 minus ions formed at the cathode reacts with the hydrogen gas to form and releases the electron. In the overall reaction, these two electrons will cancel. These O2 minus ions will cancel. We get H2 plus half O2 gives H2O. The working process is solid oxide fuel cell consists of two porous ceramic electrodes separated by a dense oxide ion conducting electrolyte. The operating principle is oxygen is supplied at the cathode, which is reduced to O2 minus ions, diffuses through the ion conducting electrolyte towards the anode. At the anode reacts with the hydrogen gas to form water and liberating the electrons. These electrons are taken to the external power supply. There is a provision to use either hydrogen gas or carbon monoxide gas as the fuel. If hydrogen gas is used as the fuel, it produces water. If carbon monoxide is used as the fuel, it produces carbon dioxide. These fuel cells has certain advantages. Energy efficiency is very high, and stability will be very long, and fuel flexibility is there. Either we can take hydrogen gas or carbon monoxide gas, and low toxic gases emission. The differences between the battery and fuel cell are: battery, it is a device where chemical energy is converted to electrical energy. In the fuel cell, the fuel oxygen system is converted to electrical energy through a electrochemical process. Byproducts are harmful to environment. After the reaction, what are the products which are produced? They are harmful to the environment in the battery. It may be lead acid battery or zinc MnO2 battery. The product of the reaction are harmful to the environment. Byproduct is harmless, hence eco-friendly. The product of the reaction is carbon dioxide and water. They will not cause much environmental pollution. Energy efficiency is less. Complete conversion of the reactants to the electrical energy will not take place. Energy efficiency is high. Complete fuel is converted into electrical energy. EMF is produced as long as reactants are in active state. As long as the reactants are having sufficient concentration, then only we can produce the EMF. Otherwise, EMF cannot be generated. EMF is produced as long as fuel is supplied. So until fuel is present, EMF can be obtained. Cost of the electrodes is less, but are consumed during the reaction. The electrodes are very cheap, but they will be consumed during the course of the reaction. Electrodes are costly. For example, platinum electrodes, they are costly, but they are not consumed during the reaction. Secondary batteries are rechargeable. Once the reactants are converted to products, again we can convert back product to reactants. That is rechargeable batteries. Fuel cells are not rechargeable. Once the fuel is converted to carbon dioxide and water, from carbon dioxide and water again we cannot get back the fuels. Difficulties are involved in storing the difficulties are not involved in storing the batteries. Safety measures to be taken for storing the fuel cells. Otherwise, the fuel, hydrogen, or any methanol, it may leads to the explosion.